It's your boy J Pillar Bay. We back teaching, right? Because we like to read. Because they made it illegal for us to read something that we created, right? So it says the destruction of black civilization, great issues of a race from 4500 BC to 2000 AC by Dr. Chancellor Williams, right? And so this is like we like to get our read on early in night. So that's what he says right here. We're going to hear. He says, ancient China in the Far East, for example, must be a special area of African research. How do we explain such a large population of blacks in southern China, powerful enough to form a kingdom of their own, or the black people of Formosa, Australia, the Malay peninsula, Indo-China, the Andaman, and the numerous other islands? The heavy concentration of Africans in India and the evidence of the earliest Aryan Chiefs were black, which will make Hitler rise from his grave. Open still another interesting field for investigation. Even the Negroid finds in early Europe appear not to be as challenging as the black population centers in Asia. For again, reference is not made to small groups which may have wandered anywhere over the earth. Rather, our concern is with great and dominant populations. These are the blacks who have so puzzled Western scholars that some theorize that Asia or Europe may be the homeland of Africans after all. The African populations in Palestine, Arabia, and Mesopotamia are better known, although many centuries of black rule over Palestine, South Arabia, and Mesopotamia shall be studied and elaborated in more detail. All this will call for a new kind of scholarship, a scholarship without any mission other than the discovery of truth, and one will not tremble with fear when that truth is contrary to what one prefers to believe. That was tight, right? I snap right there. But look what he said. He said, ancient China in the Far East, for example, must be a special area of African research. How do we explain such a large population of blacks in southern China? Now, he's saying it's black folks in southern China, powerful enough to form a kingdom of their own, right? So we're not really, they had these people, right? These might be the people behind the technology coming out of China for all we know, because we're being told that no one blacks is in China as indigenous, right? Or the black people of Formosa, Australia, Malay Peninsula, Indo-China, the Andaman, and numerous other islands, right? So if you've been following me, I was just showing how they were saying the original Americans represent what? The Australians, the Malaysians, the Africans, and all that. They were talking about from Asia. Yeah, so, and then you got to think about what Elijah Muhammad called us the Asiatic black man, right? And then he says the heavy concentration of Africans in India and with the evidence of the earliest Aryan chiefs were black. So he liked the word Aryan. These were black folks. And he said that would make Hitler rise from his grave, right? And then he said even the Negroid fields in early Europe appear not to be as challenging as the black population. You see, to say the black population centers in Asia. So he says a lot of black folks in Asia, right? For again, reference is not made to the small concentration concerned with the small groups which may have wandered anywhere over earth. Rather, our concern is with the great and dominant populations. These are the blacks who have so puzzled Western scholars, and some theorize that Asia or Europe may be the homeland of Africans after all. So what he's saying is these populations, is so many of them. The history goes back so deep, so far back that some people say, dang, do black people come from Asia? We know it started with black folks, African folks, Moorish folks. You know what I'm saying? But was they in Africa, Asia, or Europe? Which shows we everywhere, right? And then it says the African populations in Palestine, Arabia, and Mesopotamia are better known. Although the many centuries of black rule over Palestine and South Arabia and Mesopotamia should be studied in elaborate more detail. So he like, black folks ruled over Palestine, South Arabia, and Mesopotamia, right? And so what he's saying is, we got to open our minds that we everywhere. You know what I'm saying? He said the concentration of Africans in India and all that. So it's your boy just wanted to show you that. Make sure you get this book by this eminent scholar who we love, Dr. Chancellor Williams, and his book, The Destruction of Black Civilization, Great Issues of a Race from 4500 BC to 2000 AD. All right, peace.